keep going as if nothing happened, right? So here's the thing, friends. I know that you've seen sea moss pretty much everywhere, okay? It is most definitely a trend, but it's so much more than that, okay? This is something that I've been on for 10 months now, and it has been completely life-changing. It has been completely transformative, and that's what I want to share with all of you guys out there today. I put this stuff in my smoothies. I take it, of course, by the spoonful. I love it. Especially when it's cold, straight out of the refrigerator. Because yes, you have to keep it stored in the refrigerator once you crack the lid open. And I've gotten a habit of, once I open my jar of gel, I put the date in which I opened it so that I know I need to use it within 4 weeks, which, by the way, you have no problem consuming this. I think it's about 2.5 to 3 weeks worth if you take the full 2 tablespoons. So my entire family uses this stuff and takes it. So I have no problem going through a jar of gel in very little time, but I have multiple different flavors going in the refrigerator. So I still like to be safe and put the date that I opened it. Okay, so this is what we're going to be talking about. No hype, no like complete like false accusations, no big, okay, it changed my life in this way and that way. Only truth. I can promise you that. And I want to go over why it really is and has become and always has been one of nature's most powerful superfoods. So hopefully by the end of this live stream, you're going to know exactly what sea moss is made of, where it comes from, and how it helps you stay energized, how it helps you stay balanced, how it helps you stay focused. I'm going to attempt to throw up that video one more time and just hope and pray that y'all don't hear an echo. So I know, again, I'm about 15 seconds on a delay. So what you are hearing me say and show is about 15 seconds from what I'm in real time. So I'm gonna make sure that there is no echo from the video and keep a good watch on my comments. And hopefully you guys will let me know. And I very much appreciate it. So if I'm echoing during that video, let me know. Okay, we're also going to be going over really just easy ways to add it into your routine. Because guys, this stuff is simple. I love how it has simplified my supplement routine. If anything, it has eliminated, okay, perfect. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate it. It has eliminated so many of the supplements that I take. Right off the top of my head, multivitamin, I don't take anymore because this is a multivitamin in and of itself. I don't take additional minerals because this has got 92 in 2 tablespoons. And by the way, our bodies need 102 minerals. This has 92 of them. I don't take a prebiotic and I don't take a probiotic any longer because this is probiotics. Like that's the best of the best right here. This stuff is alive, okay? It has live enzymes. Live enzymes love the cold. That's why once you open it, you have to store it in the refrigerator. But I'm telling you, like this stuff increases the good bacteria within your gut. So I don't take probiotics anymore. I also do not take separate elderberry syrup. That stuff's expensive, right? I mean, you're talking like a 2-ounce glass bottle is a good 25, 29 bucks. So I do not take separate elderberry syrup because I have my elderberry gel and I have my elderberry gummies and I have all the elderberry things within the sea moss lineup. So again, you guys have all the information that you need in the description below. In the description box, you will see a link that'll take you directly to the Amazon storefront. That is True Sea Moss. So definitely check out some of that stuff. We've got some pretty amazing things out there. All right. Now, I want to know in the comments who you are, where you're watching me from. If you have any questions, I always love seeing where our sea moss community is tuning in from. But I do want to jump right in because once you learn what True Sea Moss can do for your body, you are never going to look at wellness the same way again, okay? But I do want to talk about our MVP of the season right now. And literally just last week, the pumpkin flavored gel went live. And I'm telling you, this is kind of next level. I personally love it. I'm going to show you a close-up of the jar. This is some good stuff, y'all. Like I'm shocked at how much I loved it because I love pumpkin cookies and I love pumpkin rolls and I love all the pumpkin sweet stuff, but I'm not a fan of like just pumpkin typically. Well, this has my heart, okay? It also has cayenne pepper and it has cinnamon. So the cayenne pepper, and I'm gonna go over it, but it has so many incredible benefits that that's why I'm just completely obsessed with it. I'm super excited. But here's the thing. It's only around for a limited time. They've only made a few batches of this. Once it goes out of stock, it's not going to be recreated until next fall. So please consider grabbing this while it is still in stock. We just, 5 of our top products just went out of stock, like overnight, as of last week. So yes, this stuff is very much a trend, but people are finally like catching on to, oh my gosh, like this stuff works for so many people and makes a difference in their lives in so many ways. I'm gonna get me some. So they're grabbing this stuff and we can't keep it in stock. So definitely grab this while you can. Okay, so the pumpkin, here we go. It is not just for pies, all right? Although you can put it in a pie. You can infuse your favorite Thanksgiving pumpkin pie with the goodness of sea moss. But it is a nutrient powerhouse, just pumpkin by itself. Did you know that pumpkin is full of beta carotene? And that your body turns beta carotene into vitamin A. That's really, really amazing for your skin, your eyes, just your overall immune system. Pumpkin is also loaded with antioxidants, and those basically help to reduce, among many other things, it helps to reduce chronic inflammation throughout the body. And you probably already know that pumpkin is full of fiber. So that's going to just further support overall gut health and just steadier, more consistent digestion. It really is, honestly, the pumpkin is just the perfect partner to sea moss, which is the actual base of this pumpkin flavored gel. Pumpkin also has a really gentle and subtle sweetness, and you definitely can taste that in here. Not in any way, shape, or form overpowering, but it just is enough sweetness to really you got that sweet and that spicy at the same time from the cayenne pepper. It just makes it like the perfect creamy combo. So this is not, honestly, it's not just a fall flavor. It's actually whole wellness in a jar. This is your OG pumpkin spice. You know, pumpkin spice is everywhere, right? It's absolutely everywhere. Fall comes and people go crazy. They're pumpkin spice crazy. This, friends, here's your true pumpkin spice, honestly. Only this is nothing but nutrition. This is nothing but gut health. This is nothing but all the good things that you want in your body. So when you're driving through Starbucks and you're ordering your pumpkin spice, maybe reconsider, because it's full of garbage, and come home and make your own pumpkin spice latte. And it's not hard to do, but I'm telling you, like, this is the pumpkin spice of the fall that we all want in our body. So I do want to go over just a little bit about why the cinnamon and the cayenne are so beneficial to our bodies. The cinnamon, of course, well, let me go through this first. The cinnamon and the cayenne together work synergistically, all right? So it's not just for flavor, although it tastes amazing, but there are real body benefits in that combo. So cinnamon helps with balancing our blood sugar, okay? If you guys know anything about when you have balanced blood sugar, I feel like life just goes better in general. You don't have those energy dips and spikes. You don't have the crashes. You don't have the crazy cravings, because when our blood sugar is low, that's when, if you guys are like me, I get hangry and I'm dangerous in a big way. You better look out if you catch me hangry. So that tells me that I have not eaten right throughout the day, because my blood sugar is super low. Cinnamon and cayenne together, they just help. Cinnamon specifically helps with that, balancing our blood sugar. There's some people that I know take separate cinnamon capsules, like as a supplement, because it's so well known for balancing your blood sugar. And then also it's really, really good at boosting your circulation. So it's kind of like a vasodilator. So it opens those blood vessels and really just gets everything moving. That's the reason it also supports a healthier heart, because when we have a vasodilation happening in our body and when our blood vessels are open, there's more pure blood pumping through, more oxygen in the blood, right? And it really just also, it acts as a natural anti-inflammatory. So you've got that warm, cozy, yumminess that your body loves this time of year, okay? And cinnamon just adds amazing flavor to just about anything and everything, right? But then there's also cayenne pepper. And I wouldn't have ever thought to put a dash of like kick in with the pumpkin gel. And I'm so impressed that they did. And then when I started thinking about it, you have to have pepper, like a pepper extract, in order for really powerful nutrient absorption. We're gonna get to that in just a bit. But cayenne pepper, it's my favorite ingredient that they've added in here. It's really just a kiss of it, okay? Just enough to where you're gonna taste the pumpkin first, the sweeter pumpkin, and then you're definitely gonna taste the cayenne towards the end, but it is delightful. It is like, I'm loving waking up, starting my day with this stuff. It just brings you up to another level of, okay, I'm awake now and I'm ready to start my day. So I wanted to show you guys a close-up really quick while I'm thinking about it. There's the pumpkin gel. You can tell I'm already like, I don't know, a fourth of the way through. I'm trying to pace myself, although I could just, you know, spoon it out like it's yogurt or something. It's that good. Let me give you a little bit of a closer up view of the gel texture. Now again, this has come out of the fridge, so it's a little thicker, firmer. You know, it's got a little bit of a gelatinous texture. Did I take my sea moss yet today? Yes, I did, but I'm gonna have a second spoonful. That's so good. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Pumpkin first, and then when you swallow, it's like, okay, I taste the cayenne. It's done so well. I'm super impressed the way they've done this. So again, cayenne, it's most definitely a metabolism booster and an energy booster. People take, actually I have some in my supplement cabinet. I haven't, I got them, the cayenne capsules, and then I haven't taken them yet. Come on, get with it, Katie. But people in the like metabolism kind of focused world and always looking to like up their metabolism, they are very aware that cayenne pepper just gives them a metabolism boost on another level. So again, well done for the cayenne pepper in this. It also greatly improves digestion because again, it works as a thermogenic effect. It's a vasodilator in a way. When you have your when you have vasodilation happening, your blood vessels expand, you have more blood pumping through those blood vessels and more oxygen throughout the blood, and then everything starts to run smooth. If you know what I mean, without me having to say it out loud, because nobody needs that much like information and detail in a live stream, but if anyone out there suffers from chronic constipation and bowel irregularity, oh my gosh, your life will be forever changed on this stuff. And I'm not trying to act like it's some like stimulant laxative. You don't have to stay close to a bathroom, nothing like that. It just telling you it makes everything run smooth and effective and efficient to where, wow, just wow. That's all I can say, okay? It also helps to support natural detox pathways. And it does that. One of the reasons is by getting that circulation flowing, all right? It also helps to keep your body in a stage of nutrient absorption. It's going to absorb those nutrients a lot better. So it actually is going to enhance the sea moss and pumpkin benefits, all because of the wonderful cayenne pepper. So really together, the cinnamon and the cayenne, it creates this gentle warmth that really just wakes up your system and boosts your metabolism. It's kind of like fall comfort with a little bit of natural fire, little kick, okay? Sea moss is so amazing. It has done so many incredible things for my life. And I'm going to go ahead and shift to a video that is going to give you, it's about a 10-minute video. I'm going to be talking while you guys are watching it, but I want you to see how it's made. And then it's going to roll right into how you can make your own DIY gel at home. So we'll just let that video play, and hopefully I don't have that echo. So y'all let me know if this new video is good to go. Still have no idea why that was happening, but at least we figured it out, and I'm thankful for all y'all in the comments that are letting me know I'm good. Okay, so this is a little sneak peek of, wait, pointing the wrong way. My camera's reversed, you guys, it drives me crazy. I reverse the camera so that you all can see the font the right way, and then when I point one way, it goes the other. Anyway, so this is True Sea Moss, a little sneak peek of them at work. All right, thank you, I appreciate it. They are incredibly meticulous about the entire harvesting process. The brand is backed with nothing but full transparency. They participate in third-party testing, super, super careful about how they harvest and extract this incredible grown in, you know, abundance. This stuff really is plentiful, but we want to keep it around. So that's the reason why True Sea Moss is so careful about how they extract it, how they harvest it. It's actually harvested and extracted off the coast of marine protected area, Nha Trang Bay in Vietnam specifically. So they have a whole local team that extracts it very carefully, and then it is shipped to the States. It's shipped to California for very, very minimal processing. And when I say mineral, that matters to me as a customer and a consumer. I want to know that, when you say minimal processing, I want to know that that's actually true. And then, of course, that starts the importance of brand transparency. So know your brand. Make sure you're purchasing from a brand that really, it matters to them what they put in this jar of gel just as much as it matters to us as the consumer. I'm gonna scoop my little jar of gel over because it was like halfway out of the frame. Okay, so I want to explain to you, just in case there's any sea moss newbies out there, what sea moss actually is. It is a type of red algae that grows naturally really all over the world, but specifically on rocky coastlines. It is scientifically called Chondrus crispus, just in case anybody cares. Also, it's grown in places, plentifully grown in places like St. Lucia, Jamaica, the Caribbean. Guys, this stuff has been around for centuries. It was around during the Irish potato famine when food was completely scarce. They've been using it in the Caribbean for centuries upon centuries for wound healing. I mean, this stuff it's absolutely incredible. And it is very quickly becoming a part of our modern day lifestyle. And I'm so thankful, but for good reason also, because this stuff it's simple, it's delicious, it's clean if you purchase from a brand that does it the right way. And really, it ends up saving you money. I know a lot of people think, well, that's kind of expensive for a 16-ounce jar of gel. Maybe. But one, you get what you pay for. Two, you have to prioritize your health. You have to invest in your health. And three, it saves us money because I have eliminated a minimum of 5 supplements that I take on a daily basis. That's gone, and this replaces it. So you see what I mean? Like, choose your battles, but this will 100% replace many. I don't take a multivitamin anymore, you guys. This is my multivitamin. And I have never felt better. I just turned 46 in August, and I can truly say that I feel better at 46 than I did at 36. And isn't that kind of what we all want? The older we get, the better we feel. That is a huge testament to the power of this stuff and what it can do for your body and your energy and your gut health and just all the things. But if you're wondering what makes sea moss so special, so as it's growing in the sea, it absorbs the minerals. The sea is chock full of incredible minerals, okay? So it absorbs all of those minerals straight from the ocean, and that makes it one of the most mineral-rich plants on the planet. Of course, it contains those 92 of the 102 minerals that our bodies need every single day. Not in the whole jar, friends, but in 2 tablespoons. The stuff contains 92 minerals. So when I say you take your 2 tablespoons a day, you got your 92 minerals. That's it. I was going to say 1 and done, but it's really 2 and done. 2 tablespoons and done. So I want to just mention a few of its powerhouse nutrients that are within sea moss. So first, there's magnesium. Magnesium is probably well known to you all. That it just calms your mind. People use it for topically for like restless leg. They use it to sleep better. It's just known to calm your mind and support better sleep in general. And then there's also potassium. So potassium keeps your body really, really hydrated. It keeps your muscles strong. It keeps your fluid levels balanced. And then there's iodine. This is one of my favorite minerals because, as you know, our thyroid is kind of like everything in our body. It is the hormone regulator. It is the metabolism regulator. It is also our internal thermometer. So when you have a healthy thyroid, life is just better in general, okay? Sea moss happens to be one of the, if not the top, one of the most iodine-rich natural sources on the entire earth. So when I say this stuff is chock full of iodine, that's absolutely 100% true. Look it up. You don't have to believe me. Do your own research. Be your own scientist and your own doctor. Look this stuff up. It's incredible. But when you have a healthy thyroid, you have a more balanced, steady energy level, all right? Then there's also zinc. So zinc really helps your immune system just overall, and it helps tremendously with skin repair, but on a natural basis. So what am I missing? Iron. Iron kind of works with that vasodilation that I mentioned earlier. We talked about the expansion of blood vessels. Iron promotes clean, lasting energy, but also better oxygen flow. So when you pair, like for instance, the cayenne pepper that's in this pumpkin and the cinnamon, that's a vasodilator as well. And you just know that you're getting your blood pumped full of oxygen and the iron from the sea moss. It's like everything works synergistically, and it just works with your body. Nothing works against it. And that's a huge deal for me. That's one of the things that I love about it is, you know, all of those separate supplements out there, a lot of them, so many of them are synthetically made, which you're not absorbing any of it. It's not bioavailable to your body. You're not absorbing it intercellularly. When you take sea moss, it 100% is bioavailable to your body. Okay, so you're getting all of these additional minerals that really just work together. And you don't have to have a certain exact dose of them. They are perfectly made within the sea moss that you're actually seeing on the screen. I've rehydrated it. It's the stringy, slimy stuff. Once you soak it and you clean it and you get ready to use it, this is the beautiful sea moss. It's perfectly made. I feel like God put it on this earth for a reason. Of course, he does everything to perfection, so he's not going to leave anything out, right? And anything that is growing in the sea is chock full of incredible minerals, and those minerals work in proportion to one another. So you don't have to worry about like needing to take extra of this and extra of that. I just take my 2 tablespoons. That's what I'm saying. This stuff has simplified my supplement routine in a pretty amazing way. And again, it has saved me money in the long run. All right, what am I missing in the mineral description? Okay, I missed calcium and sulfur. My skin loves sulfur. My hair loves sulfur. When I consume a supplement with a higher level of sulfur and calcium, of course, but there's something about sulfur that just wakes my skin up. It also, of course, because calcium is in there as well, it's going to help strengthen your bones. If you want longer hair, you know, hair growth crazy, get you some sea moss. If you want more hydrated skin, get yourself on sea moss. Sulfur and calcium work together synergistically also when it comes to strengthening connective tissues. So at 46, I want all the connective tissue strength that I can get, right? Anybody else out there with me? I see I've got a ton of comments. Thanks y'all so much for being here. Let me see if I have any questions. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. We got a Charleston, South Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. The Palmetto State. We've got New Jersey. We've got, let's see, somebody didn't know that about pumpkin. Kind of obsessed with the pumpkin and the kick. Yep, it is a powerful gel combo. Wish they would have had that. Wish they would have added a little nutmeg and cloves. Yeah, that's a good, yes. We might just suggest that. We might just, you know, say, hey, brand, put some clove and nutmeg in there for next year. Let's see. Maybe more like spicy pumpkin pie. That's exactly right. 100%. And it, you know, here, I got to tell you this story. So last weekend, we had some friends over for dinner and I made little mini apple pies, almost like the McDonald's version of a handheld, you know, what do they call it? Well, it's an apple pie. I think this recipe was called a apple hand pie. So the tiny little things you can hold in your hand. The recipe called for just a dash of cayenne pepper. And I was like, ew, in the apple pie? What the heck? So I'm thinking about it, and it, you know, in the description, they said just a dash. It's not going to give you a spice. It's going to heat up. It's going to give like an enhanced flavor. And it was absolutely true. Like, I mean, when I say a dash, I mean like a insignificant little amount. So I wanted to make sure that, because we were having friends over and I didn't want them to say, oh, she made us spicy apple pies. But so it was very little, but it just enhanced the flavor, and it almost gives you this warmth effect. I don't know, it was really strange, but it was delicious. So that kind of is, you know, some of the theory behind this, only you're going to taste more than just a tiny dash. It's definitely a kick on the back note. But again, I'm obsessed with it. So I want you to think of sea moss, after going over several of those minerals, I want you to think of sea moss as nature's multivitamin, but not made in a lab. It's grown in the sea. So what could be better than that, right? All right, let me switch back a little bit, and then I'm going to go back to that, and I'm going to explain to you how, if we have time, I got to watch my time. I'm going to explain to you exactly how I make my own DIY sea moss gel. But here's a fun fact. your body is electric, literally, okay? Every single cell, every single nerve, every organ, it relies on minerals to function. So when you fuel your body with minerals in their most natural form, it actually knows exactly what to do with them. Our bodies are designed to recognize whole food sources. So when you consume whole food, mineral-rich, nutrient-dense sources, your body knows by default what to do with them. It immediately starts absorbing those nutrients and those minerals. When we fill our bodies full of toxic, chemical-laden processed food, those are all synthetic. I mean, there's no real food in most of those. Like a bag of cookies or a box of cookies, an Oreo or a chocolate chip, there's no real food in there, none. I mean, even the flour they use is enhanced and enriched and bleached. And you guys, there's thiamine mononitrate in our breads even. Does anybody out there know what thiamine mononitrate is? You guys, they make that, it's a synthetic vitamin B. They make that in a lab using hydrochloric acid, acetone, and ammonia. Why do we want that in our bodies? Why do we want that in our bread? So my point is, when you actually consume nutrient-dense, natural-based whole food sources, your body absorbs the nutrients on a cellular level. Everything that you consume is bioavailable to your body. And unlike so many of these synthetic supplements out there that just really, honestly, you flush out, you just pee them out, to be truthful. You're not absorbing any of it. Maybe 1% of that vitamin C that you're buying at the big box stores. I mean, people are loading up their buggies right now. It's flu season, cold season, and seasonal allergy changes. People are loading up on synthetic vitamin C, and it is a 100% waste of money. So again, this is a whole food source of vitamin C. You can't get much better than that. Now, I still supplement with additional vitamin C if I know that there are things going around and if the seasons are changing and I've noticed my kids are, snotting and sniffing and stuff. But you better believe that I choose a whole food source vitamin C. I don't mess with anything synthetic because my body doesn't know what in the world to do with it. And if anything, it makes it more difficult. It depletes our natural resources. Your body just, it starts to fight against it because it wants to push it out. And that's exactly what it does. So again, synthetic supplements just pass through your system. Sea moss as a natural health supplement, it is bioavailable, okay? Meaning your body recognizes it, your body absorbs it, and your body uses it very efficiently. So when you take your sea moss, you are not forcing anything. You're simply restoring the balance. You are giving your body back what that processed food has taken, what the stress from our modern day lifestyles have taken away. And when that balance returns, friends, you feel it 100%. You feel more consistent in your cleaner energy. You have clearer, brighter skin. You have more hydrated skin. Your fluid levels are balanced within your body. You have a much stronger and more resilient immune system. Your digestion is like next level smooth. And then you really just get an overall sense of like, okay, this just feels right. I don't know what this stuff is, but I know it's working. That's just kind of what my body feels like. Get up in the morning, Katie, and take your sea moss because whatever it is, we like it. That's exactly how I start my day, is with my sea moss. Now, that is why so many people say that sea moss makes them just feel better, just overall feel better, okay? And that's what we all want to feel. You're not going to experience this like jolt of energy. I don't want to feel like I've just knocked back like several espresso shots. I don't like that feeling anyway. It gives me like rapid heartbeat racing, all that stuff. I want clean, sustained energy that lasts throughout the day. And that is exactly what I have. Now, I'm not trying to act like I don't have days where, especially during those hormonal times, there's sometimes that, that gets the best of me, but it's very few and far between. It's only like twice a month. And I recover quickly from it, okay? So on the daily, I am really I've got great energy throughout the day, okay? My body is finally getting what it's been missing. And really, if I could wrap sea moss up into a package and describe it in a way, I would put it like this. Sea moss was most definitely the missing ingredient in my life. And I've been on this stuff for 10 months. And it has made such a transformative difference that, of course, I want to share all of that info with all of you guys. Now, let's see. Tiffany says, yes, I agree. I mixed mine into chai tea, not spicy, just a little extra warmth. Really amazing. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, so that would be amazing. The pumpkin gel in some chai tea. Yep, she's on the right track with that one. So when it comes to whole superfoods like true sea moss, that have not been stripped or processed, they still contain their natural vitamins, their natural enzymes, their natural minerals. When you enjoy those whole superfoods, you feed your cells directly with real usable nutrients. It helps to naturally balance your body. So no highs, no lows. It helps you again to feel hydrated and more energized, but on a much deeper cellular level. And really, that's why True Sea Moss is all about clean and simple, pure, nature-made nutrition, because all that nutrition in 2 tablespoons, it works with your body, never, ever, ever against it, okay? So let's get into the fun part. We're gonna talk about using it, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to that video. And once that little sneak peek of sea moss at work, or true sea moss at work, I should say, gets through, then we'll go right into some of the details of the video and how I actually make it. But this stuff is wild crafted, all right? It is blended with real fruit. It is free of any weird stuff. So no added preservatives, no weird like chemicals, no fillers, nothing but real stuff. So this is the real deal, all right? Each flavor kind of brings its own vibe, brings its own benefits. And we're going to go over a few of those in just a bit. Like, for instance, the pineapple. Did you know that pineapple has bromelain in it? It's really well known for supporting better digestion. It even helps with an upset tummy. I know there's a ton of people out there that, that take it when they have indigestion. So, okay, before the video gets too far ahead of me, let me just go over a few points. So, see all the jars that I made? That came out of that one handful of that, the raw sun-dried sea moss. This is it rehydrated. So after you soak it, you clean it, you rinse it. That's like the most important part. Then you get to have the fun. This is the fun part. So I've got all of my ingredients listed out there, laid out there. I've got organic dates, blueberries, all the berries you can think of, strawberries. I've got allulose, date sugar, maple syrup for my sweetener. I'm showing you the difference between the raw, non-dried version, which is what I have in my hand, and then there is the sun-dried version. Same exact product. The sun-dried version is a little less potent than the non-dried version, but really it's going to work the same way. So I've rehydrated it. This stuff expands in a blink, like 20 minutes. You can see it's the tiniest bit stiff. So this was just after 20 minutes. So I've rinsed it really good. You got to get your hands in there and work it. There's still some sand and salt in there, which I personally love. And when they say it's unprocessed, that's really what they mean, friends. So again, I'm rinsing it again. It's just like the neatest process. Your kiddos would love to do this. So next, I'm going to submerge it in water again, and I'm going to cover it and then leave it in the refrigerator overnight. This stuff can be left in the refrigerator even longer, for several days. You just have to make sure that it stays submerged in water. So there we go. I've got a little shower cap that's going right over top of it. It's going to get popped into the fridge. I check it, like every maybe 8 hours to make sure that there's not more water needed, and that's it. So this is the final rinse. So we're putting it in a strainer. It's already got that gelatinous liquid that has started. I'm giving it another really good rinse, just to make sure all the sand and any ocean debris is gone. And you really get in there and work with your hands, okay? It's like the neatest texture ever. Anybody that loves sensory thing, they would love this. So next now look at the bowl, how huge. This started with like a huge handful, and it turns into like 7 different customized jars. So talk about a cost savings. That is definitely the way to go. But you're looking at all the different ingredients. That's not limited to this, that's for sure. You can do it however you want to do it. But I've got spring water. You want to make sure, of course, and use spring or filtered water. You don't want to be jarring this stuff up with tap water. It's going to do nasty things to it. So I started using about 4 ounces, and then I quickly realized, okay, I got to do less than that because it made it pretty liquefied. So and this was my very first time making it. So I've learned a bit through the process, but I should have just stuck with one handful. And then you could have made even more jars. So one big handful into the blender with spring water alone is what I'm doing here. This is going to be completely unflavored and, you know, very bland because it's just sea moss. The neat thing about the wildcrafted unflavored is that you can add it into any recipe without changing the taste. So for instance, you don't want to put a strawberry flavored sea moss gel in your biscuits. For instance, you'd end up with a little bit of a strawberry kick to your biscuits. So the wildcrafted in soups, stews, oatmeals, any kind of baked goods, that is definitely the way to go. You can also apply this stuff topically to your skin. It makes the most amazing, hydrating, complexion transforming skincare mask that is 100% clean ingredients. I mean, there's 2 ingredients in there. You can't get much cleaner than that. And is water even considered one of the ingredients? Yes, but so my point is, can't get much cleaner than that for a face mask. So I'm putting an airtight seal on there. It's going in the refrigerator. Now we're getting to the fun part. So we're going to start adding in the fruit. So I'm starting with a little less of the spring water this time. And then I think we're going to go in with some frozen pineapple, and I forget what the other berry is. You'll see it that I used. You can use any kind of fruit. Pineapple, I wish I would have made one that's just straight pineapple, because we have one on the True Sea Moss page that is the pineapple that is honestly one of the best flavors. Like, people love this stuff. So next time I do this, I'm gonna load that up with nothing but pineapple. I would even do some, like right there is frozen pineapple. I would probably even maybe get a small can of organic pineapple juice and put a little bit in there. Oh my gosh, that would be fantastic. So I used pineapple, frozen, and then frozen strawberries as well. And then we blend it up. You can use sweetener, honey, maple syrup, maple sugar. I use dates. Now, one thing I will say about the dates, I have a pretty powerful blender, but it still struggled to really puree those dates up. They ended up with a little bit of a chunkiness to them, which I kind of like, because in just about every spoonful, you got a little chewy in there too. Now, had I not known what that was, that would have freaked me out. But because I knew that was a date, I loved it. So I'm putting a little bit of a date sugar addition in there. That's going to make it just even more delicious. Dates and date sugar are very well known for being lower on the glycemic index. So anytime you can sub out regular sugar for date sugar, you are winning. You're not going to get that huge sugar crash. Y'all can tell I like sweet, right? Because I put dates, date sugar, and honey in there too. But it's not at all, it wasn't like it was too sweet. It was just about perfect. Although I think next time, like I said, I'll put extra pineapple in there and just make a straight pineapple. So we blend it up and we pour it in a jar, and that's it. Let's see. I'm going to try this. It looks easy and so cost effective. It really is. If you have a big family, gosh, this is the way to do it. Now, what I will say is, you want to limit, don't do like me and fix this enormous amount. I had like 7 jars. Now, if you have 7 people in your house, they can each get a jar. That'd be fantastic. Make sure you put on the top when you made it and when you cracked it open, and give everybody their own customized jar of gel. And you guys, that happened with a handful about that big. It's incredible how much this stuff expands. So it's 100%. And see the bag in the camera frame? That's a 1-pound bag of the sun-dried raw version. I use literally maybe, I wouldn't even say a fourth of it, less than that. So, and I mean, the bag is like, I guess it depends on what size you get. I think that particular bag is, I think it's 29, maybe it's 24. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, you could make, okay, so one pound bag, I do know this, it makes over 100 ounces of gel. So you can see now the cost effectiveness that happens, right? Plus, I just like customizing my ingredients and making it taste exactly like I want it to taste. I need to get date sugar. What brand do you get? So I use a brand called Just Date, or is it Just Dates? It's a play on words, so like, let's just date. I think it's Just Date. I get it at Whole Foods. Amazon sells it. I think they have I'm sure there's other brands out there, but I just personally trust that brand. I know about the integrity behind that brand. So it's a really, really good brand. Some brands will do date sugar the wrong way and they make it in a lab, which is just, I mean, again, it just makes me irrationally angry, crazy to me. But yeah, so anytime you can find date sugar from Just Date, the brand, grab that. What are we looking at now? All right, so I think this is my last one, and I could have totally, you know, made 2 different recipes with this because I'm quite the overachiever at this point. This was my first time doing the gel, and I'm doing 2 huge handfuls. So I'm doing blueberries and peaches. This was delightful, truly. Like, I love this. One thing I can suggest, if you have one of those emulsifiers, I don't have one. I continue to say I keep meaning to get one, just haven't actually went for it. I feel like if you blended it up and then went through with the emulsifier, it would really puree it, but I would definitely start with less water. Once you add too much water, you can't, of course, take it away. So I would start with a lot less water and see how that emulsifier blends it and purees it. I don't know. Does anybody work with an emulsifier? Do you have to blend it first, or does it literally blend and emulsify as you go? If so, I'm totally going to get me one now. But look how beautiful that is. It made about 1.5 jars, and we seal it down and we put it in the fridge, friends, and that's it. Is that not incredible? So really, you can see how easy it is. Absolutely super easy. And your kids would love that. They would love that whole like DIY project. And what a better way to teach them about the incredible, just nutritionally dense superfood that this stuff is, but also it can teach them, you know, where does your food come from? When we make things from home, it's so much healthier. Let's talk about the ingredients and what each ingredient does for your body. It just gets them involved, and it gets them a little more knowledgeable and more aware of what they eat. It matters, right? And I feel like if we can give that gift to our kids at a young age, just making them aware of what they put in their body. It's not about restriction. It's not about calorie counting. All that's a bunch of crap, if you ask me. It's about being aware of what we put in our mouths, because I'm sure you guys have heard at this point, we are what we eat. What we eat shows up on the outside. What we eat definitely makes us feel like what we eat. I had a little too much food fun at my friend's house last night. We went over to their house for dinner, and a friend of mine makes the most amazing banana pudding that you've ever had in your life. And she made a pumpkin roll too. And oh my gosh, like, yes, I ate both of them. And then I wake up this morning feeling like, you know, like I try to, I mean, granted, I live balanced. It's not like I totally restrict sweet things. I love sweet things. I'm not even trying to lie. But I try to be careful and not eat those things continuously every day. So when I do overindulge, like I did last night, I feel it the next morning. I just feel like yuck, okay? Even though it was totally worth it and I would eat it again. I just feel yuck. So what a better way to teach our kids by doing this little DIY project, that, you know, what we put in our bodies matter 100%. It always has, and it always will. So I wanted to mention just a few things, and then I'm going to wrap things up. I've got just a few more minutes. I started a little bit late because we had a little bit of technical issues. But the neat thing about all these gels, there are so many to choose from. We've got one for just about everybody. I mentioned the pineapple already. So the pineapple is, well, what did I do with it? Here we go. The pineapple is definitely a fan favorite. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. So pineapple has bromelain in it, which is incredible for digestion. It has that tropical flavor, of course. It has those unbelievably nutrient-dense natural enzymes. It's really next level when it comes to taste. I believe one of our creators on the team, his favorite, hands down, is the pineapple. We have another creator on the team that his favorite is the blue spirulina. And for good reason. Now, I'll be honest, this is not my favorite flavor, but I know this stuff does incredible things for endurance athletes, for fitness people. And I know specifically it's because of the amino acid profile. So blue spirulina all by itself, it is one of the most impressive amino acid profiles, at least from a natural perspective, out there. So it's a little higher in protein than the regular Chondrus crispus, but it's just another form of sea algae that is known to do amazing things in the protein world, amino acid protein world, I should specify. But it's also fantastic for your hair, skin, and your nails. So if you're looking to get your hair to grow fast and get your nails to grow fast and just get more hydrated, clear looking skin, this is your winner right here. Let's also talk about the apple cinnamon gel. So up until the pumpkin came out, apple cinnamon was my MVP, okay? And it really still is. I mean, I could never not take the apple cinnamon. It's delightful. It is perfectly apple and cinnamon together. It tastes like fall. It tastes exactly like apple cinnamon applesauce. And it is just so delicious. So if you're looking for, okay, what's the easiest flavor to take? I would say the apple cinnamon, probably. It is very, I mean, it's a huge seller, and for good reason, because it's totally delicious. You get that comforting taste, that warmth from the cinnamon, and then it's also chock full of antioxidants, and that is going to just help support your overall health, better metabolism, immune system boosts. Plus, apples are really known to be full of fiber as well, so that's always a plus, right? So then we have the mango gel. We have the mango and the mango pineapple, and we have the pineapple by itself, but mango specifically, all by itself, it is full of vitamin C. It is a powerhouse of vitamin C. It gives you that glowing skin, strengthens your hair, and really helps to support, of course, as we know, what does vitamin C do best? It supports your immune system. It gives you better immune balance. It provides a microbiome that really just tries to kind of expel a lot of those environmental, like, bad gas, should I say it that way? So those seasonal allergies, things like that, the germs, the flu virus, you know, all that stuff that goes around during these times, it just is really, really well known to, that vitamin C goes in and just helps to provide you a more resilient microbiome within your immune system. So then we have cherry as well. Where's my cherry? Oh, I'm using it as a stacked. I've got like a Jenga tower set up here. But cherry is delicious too. Did you guys know that if you have a little bit of an issue sleeping, I would go for the cherry, because this is a fun fact. I read about this quite a while ago, and I read that if you consume about 2 ounces of tart cherry juice right before you go to bed, not a lot, you don't want to be up all night using the restroom, but just 2 ounces, tart cherry is supposed to help with broken sleep patterns. So if you fall asleep fast and you wake up sporadically throughout the night, that's mainly my problem. Try some tart cherry juice, or try the cherry gel. They've put that same goodness of the tart cherry and they've infused it in the sea moss. So really you get like a duo combo that's like next level. But cherries are very much rich in natural antioxidants, and they have been known and proven, look it up, they help with better sleep patterns and just winding down for the evening. So then we have our strawberry gel, which is right here. That is another fan favorite. It is refreshing. It is light. It's not overly sweet. It pairs beautifully with any kind of smoothie out there. It just, like, you can't go wrong with the strawberry. If you like strawberries, this is probably your winner. We have an orange gel. We have which is really citrusy. The orange gel reminds me of a little bit of like a lemon orange. It's not sweet at all, but it is chock full of vitamin C as well. Then we have a passion fruit. That is delicious too. I have like top 5 in flavors, and that's definitely one of my top 5. It gives me like the kiwi vibes. It's hydrating. It blends with just about any smoothie that's out there. It just helps with calmer energy, and it just supports your body in cleaner, more sustained energy. And then we have elderberry. Now, elderberry, remember when I mentioned that's one of the things that I don't take anymore. I don't purchase it and I don't take it because I have my elderberry gel. I have my elderberry gummies. I have my elderberry capsules. I have all the elderberry true sea moss things. So when I know that we're creeping into like seasonal allergy season, I most definitely have the elderberry on hand, and that's some pretty amazing stuff. If you know much about elderberry, that's like putting your immune system into overdrive, like your immune system on steroids, if you will. It strengthens that immune response in such a powerful way. It's incredible for overall immune support and just for overall wellness. We've cycled on and off of elderberry syrup for a long time now, and again, I don't buy it anymore because I have my elderberry with my true sea moss products. So One other one that I wanted to mention is the mango pineapple. That is probably at this point our top seller. That is in several of the bundles, and they've bundled it together with other items because it is such a fan favorite. It's perfectly tropical. It is, it's like the most delicious blend. You taste both the mango and the pineapple, like perfectly combined. That brings the goodness of vitamin C rich mango and bromelain rich pineapple and just mashes them together. And then you get the goodness of sea moss. You really can't get much better than that, right? And then of course, the pumpkin gel. If you're just joining us, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. But the pumpkin gel I spoke about at the very beginning of the live stream, and it is the flavor of the season. It's cozy. It is nutrient rich. It is packed with beta carotene. It's got your magnesium, your potassium, just all the things for overall vitality and overall better wellness. So really, it's perfect for fall wellness, that's for sure. So really, each spoonful of any of these gels, it just gives you that incredible mineral boost. They're smooth, they're delicious, they're really easy to use every single day. We've got the gummies, we've got the capsules, we've got the green powder, but it's out of stock, and I really wish they'd hurry and get it back in stock because that's one of my favorites of all times. We've got electrolytes that are out of stock. We've got drops that are out of stock. So a ton of stuff is gone. That's why I say you guys got to jump on this stuff while you can and grab it. And it is definitely in the link below in the description box. I've got apple cider vinegar gummies. Those are brand new. We've got ashwagandha gummies. That's incredible for stress management. You guys, all of these things, there's something for everyone, okay? So I have to wrap things up at this point, my friends, but I hope you guys are leaving feeling really inspired. Hopefully once your body starts to feel the difference that I know you are going to feel by taking this incredibly nutrient-dense supplement, you're going to understand. You're going to understand why we say true sea moss doesn't give that artificial energy. It doesn't give you fake results. It gives you authentic energy and authentic results, and it will show up. You just have to do your part and take it consistently. All right. So just to recap, this stuff is a mineral-rich superfood. Okay. Your body runs on minerals, so give it the minerals that it needs. It's easy to use. Just take it daily. Take it by the spoonful. Put it in your smoothie. Find a way that your body loves it. I personally just take it by the spoonful. That's the easiest and simplest way for me, and I love to take it like that. So every single time you take your sea moss every day, it just brings you closer to better balance and better hydration, just better health overall. Really the way that nature intended this stuff to work in our body. So friends, that wraps up today's live stream. Thank you all so much for being here and joining me on this True Sea Moss 101. I hope you have received quite the education today on sea moss in general, and I hope you're leaving feeling inspired and confident about what sea moss really is and what it can do for you. So if you've learned something new, please don't forget to hit that like button and hit the follow or the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications because we have a ton more live sessions coming right up. Several more scheduled throughout the week. And we are going to have a lot of fun for the next, at least the month of November for sure. But before I head out, just a quick reminder, the limited time edition Fall MVP flavor, which is the pumpkin. And this again is the original pumpkin spice right here. It is smooth and cozy and packed with unbelievable benefits. Your body's gonna love it, but it's only available for a short time. So please tap on that link and grab yours before it vanishes for the entire rest of the year. Last thing, remember that wellness is not about doing more. It is about doing what's natural. It is about most importantly, staying consistent, choosing clean ingredients, purchasing from a brand with nothing but integrity and purity. So until next time, friends, stay nourished, stay healthy, and keep your energy flowing naturally with the goodness of True Sea Moss. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.